Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I actually had done this reading earlier, and well, it didn't take. So here I am. Um, I want to thank you all for joining me. Remember that these are collective readings, they're general readings. So please take what resonates and lovingly leave the rest. Go ahead and begin. So one of the thing that drew me in here was there was an energy outside my office door. It was so filled with gratitude, like I could almost cry. The gratitude was so strong, like not a sad cry, right? But just so filled with love and gratitude that it would bring tears of joy, just really tears of joy. So I came in and I sat down and I asked Spirit, what's going on. And this message is one that I pulled. I have over 2,000 of these. It says, "We love you so much. We are very proud of the work you have done and who you have become. There is a divine gift on the way for the road you chose, the challenges you've overcome, the dark nights you turned to light. We bring gifts that will manifest in the physical." So I pulled these sigils here, and before I pulled, I was like, okay, what have we done? Like, what have we overcome? And the healing energy came out. When I asked, what are we doing now? Right? The financial security came out. And when I asked, what is the reward? Finding love came out. And we had karmic justice at the bottom of the deck and rebirth in the middle. So just clarifying the healing energy. I have the Five of Cups here that came out. Now, with the Five of Cups, there's a bit of a process that goes on. And excuse me, there's really five stages here when it comes to the Five of Cups. And it's really acknowledging the loss, right? There are stages to this sorrow, to this sadness. It's a sadness that really cuts deep, right? And that's the healing. And with the five steps, the first thing we do is acknowledge the loss, right? We don't want to suppress those emotions. We face them. We acknowledge that they are indeed there. We decide to really take a look at what is causing that deep pain. So the second step is locating the cause of the pain. And the third is embracing those emotions. Forgiving others is the fourth step. And the fifth step is really beginning to fill your heart, right? Fill your heart with that love. It's where sorrow really transforms our perception. Mm. And the healing of it is where we allow that loss, that sadness to empower us. And in this reading, I feel like that is indeed what is happening, that this is someone who has integrated that healing by finding joy, right? By focusing on the positive. And so it's like taking the lessons from the Five of Cups that was in the past and integrating them into the present in a way that empowers us. And this is bringing in financial security, which tells me that at some point during this time of sorrow and healing this sorrow, whoever this is found that value within them. A lot of times, these energies can leave us feeling unworthy, right? As if we hold no value. And this person, I feel, has found and acknowledged the value not only in the lessons, but within themselves. And they are integrating that into the present and allowing it to empower them in a very great, like in a great way. Right now, I always try to pull shadow cards just to see what's going on. And these were the cards that I pulled for financial security, or for healing. I pulled the distant witness. And then for financial security, the silenced pulse. And for finding love, the shattered compass. So at some point, this was a pain that reached so deep that we withdrew, right? And we decided to witness. We decided to take a step back and be the observer. This really feels like it was perhaps a deep betrayal, perhaps from childhood, that lingered and then was triggered through another loss of some sort today, right? And the distant witness, this is watching life instead of living it. So this period of sorrow may have had you step back to a degree where you really didn't feel like participating or even being a participant in life. Or it may have even appeared that way. The wound usually arises when disconnection becomes a form of protection, whether through trauma, overwhelm, or self-doubt. You learn to observe rather than engage, and it can leave you feeling detached emotionally, numb, or haunted by the sense that life is passing you by while you remain on the edges. And so during that healing period, it may have felt like life was just passing you by. It may have been a time where, you know, when we get depressed, exhaustion sets in, where we're too tired. You know, sometimes it can feel like we're just tired to the bone. And it's not that we've gotten up and done a bunch of things and we've worked out and we've been physical or working, you know, with our logical center all day. It's the kind of exhaustion that it's just tired, like you feel like a tired soul, right? An old soul. And in those pauses, it really does feel like you're protecting yourself, right? That if I don't participate, then nothing bad can happen. If I don't participate, then there will be no disappointments. And the trap is that eventually you begin to be disappointed in yourself for not participating. So there is a point where we step back, witness things, we become the observer, we try to take a higher perspective on that healing. We integrate those things. We find, we try to find the blessing in the lesson, right? And in this, it really acted as a block to the financial security. It became a wound of the silenced pulse. And this is an emotional truth buried in logic. Like we have made sense. Like in our mind, we have said, this makes sense, that it works somehow. And this wound arises when feelings are dismissed, minimalized, or intellectualized to stay in control. It's where you learn to prioritize reason over emotion, clarity over vulnerability. It can leave you disconnected from their heart, uncertain how to express how you feel, and longing to be fully known beyond what you can explain. So, for what I'm getting here, it's like someone who withdrew to the point that their pulse in this life dropped to a level that it was like, now it's time to do something. It's like crash carts coming in, right? It's like, okay, you've held your breath long enough. Now it's affecting your heartbeat. Let's bring some life into that. And it really brought through blocks in that financial security. But this is someone who has overcome. Remember, this is what we've overcome. This is what we have healed from here. And this is where we are taking those past sorrows, those past hurts and heartaches and disappointments, and we're finding the lesson, and we're realizing that staying back, right, withdrawing ourselves from life is no longer serving our highest good. It's not just draining us emotionally, it's draining us financially. It's draining, it's like pulling us, straining our own value. And whoever this is overcame this to a point where they have healed those, and they have found the value in those lessons. And not only have they found it, but they've come out over here as the magician with the Eight of Wands. This is quick manifestation. This is being in your power. At some point, there was a recognition that I have overcome this. And there is a lot of value there. Like, this is someone who has finally recognized their value and their worth, and they're coming out and they're manifesting at a very quick speed. now we have the shattered compass with finding love, which tells me there may have been a period of time that if you look at this guy when he is holding his head, it's like, oh my God, what did I walk into? What, where am I? How did I even get here? Which way do I go? Who do I trust? How do I know that I can trust? It tells me that whatever this betrayal, whatever this sorrow was, it had to do with love. And the karmic justice tells me that it was karmic relationships or a karmic relationship that most likely came to an end here. And now the goal is stepping out. It's like, okay, now I'm developing new relationships. I'm taking the chance, I'm taking the leap, and knowing that I will attract like value, those who resonate at this level. And they're doing it very quickly. They're attracting and manifesting these new relationships that are more soul aligned. And with karmic justice coming here, it's like this also tells me that there was a grave injustice here, because this is the universe coming in and saying, we're bringing justice for the sorrows and the betrayals or the heartaches that you had to go through some point in the past, possibly even during childhood. And that is going to bring a deeper love. It's going to bring stronger commitments. It's going to transform these relationships. I feel like this is actually this healing and stepping out and taking back your power and deciding to actively participate in life in a way that is impassioned. And it's not just impassioned. The magician is connected, right? He's in alignment with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. He has mastered these elements of earth, fire, air, and water. And he's mastered them at a very high level spiritually, because we also have the Hierophant here. So it's almost like he may be a bit conventional. He may actually be breaking out into in an unconventional sense, though it may be someone who was brought up more around conventional thinking. The Ace of Swords with the Eight of Wands is telling me that this is quick action. It is a breakthrough. These things are these ideas that are coming forth. It's like he's allowed himself to be inspired by these lessons to a point that he's bringing forth ideas and manifesting them quickly, and it's drawing in that soul tribe and those that resonate. And he's totally new person. He or she, remember, these are not gender specific. We all have divine masculine and feminine in us. The divine masculine is ready to take action. This is bringing what he has learned at a spiritual level, at an emotional level, and from his earthly experiences, bringing form to that in this realm. And these can be very, what do you call, second? This is that Aquarian energy. Like it feels very much like doing something that has not been done, doing things in a very new way. In a very new way. Yes, very quickly, at rapid speed. It's like he found his compass. Now he knows where he's going. Now he knows who he can trust because he's trusting in the divine's guidance. If you look, the Hierophant here is drawing down that guidance into his crown. And you have the Magician here wielding a wand, which is that star, right? It is that star family. It is wisdom from beyond. It really is rebirth. It is coming from a place of literally feeling as though you have no pulse to a point of boom, active manifestations, quick manifestations, ideas coming in one after another. And this is bringing justice. Now, let me see, where did I put my cards real quick here? Oh, here they are. Okay. So one of the things that I had recognized also is I feel very strongly that there is a witness in the distant. Like there is someone who witnessed you in this time of sorrow. And they have been observing, possibly silent, just to see what you do with what you had, right? It's like taking those circumstances and turning them into something positive. And this person here is silently witnessing and observing this whole transformation, because it's not just a rebirth. It's not just coming out and birthing something new and fresh. This is transformed this person, this healing that has been done. And I feel it was more in the active stage. It's like some action was taken, possibly finding support, finding those who truly saw your value. Really empowered this person. Really empowered this person. Yes. And one of the little cards that I pulled toward the end was, you will meet your silent helper. It is an honor to meet you. So this may be someone who has silently been working behind the scenes, possibly on your behalf. And then we had, sometimes you have to pull away to process all of the information, knowledge, answers, and must demonstrate you can make choices based on the highest good of all. On the back, it says you are on track and your choices have opened up the road for your spirit team to help you move forward. It's almost like spirit, your guides, your angel, your higher self, maybe possibly this silent wisdom or witness was waiting for you to choose whether you were going to take this leap of faith and participate again. Like, I feel whoever this is probably understands how deeply hurt you were, right? They may have seen it, they may have witnessed it, or they may have come to see you after the event, right? And they may have been pulling for you behind the scenes. Recognizing that sometimes we do have to step back. Sometimes we do have to withdraw our energy to have that higher perspective, to go within, to find that value within each one of these spelled cups. And this is really coming out and bringing this youthful energy into the present, because remember, this is what we're working with. And this is bringing in that harmony, that youthfulness, that vibrancy, the clarity about the past, the things that you had been through, and how they're working out for your highest good. And I really feel like this is someone who is bringing things out that is for the highest good of all involved. Like, I really feel a very powerful manifestation, a very powerful breakthrough energy here. People are not going to recognize you. It's going to be like, where did this person come from? They're usually silent. They're usually distant. They don't really speak a lot. They don't participate very often. And then all of a sudden, boom, here you are. And where did you come from? It's one of those energies. And this little card came out that says, develop, prepare, create the life you desire and deserve. The joke is on them. And it's underestimated your silence, thought you were done. You went in to see, grow, and plan. Indeed, that entire time, your silence may have been taken as your ending, right? Like, people may have felt like you would never get over this. And this is someone who has not only gotten over it, but they use that silence to prepare and to plan. And now it's like the plans have been drawn out, the blueprint is there, and it's game on over here. Absolutely beautiful, for real. I want to see if I can pick up on some of what is being manifested. What is some of the creation that is coming out over here? This is a beautiful, under finding love after being a shattered compass. This may be the gratitude that I was really picking up, because I feel like this is also being very busy. I don't know why my camera keeps doing this. Give me just a second and let me fix that camera. Sorry about that. Thank you. I had my auto framing on, I guess, and I didn't realize it. But this can also be a very busy time too, where it's like you may not even realize just how powerful this is. Like, I feel like you feel the power, you know it's great. There's a lot of excitement here. There's a lot of breakthrough energy. This is truth. It is victory. It is integrity also. So it's like standing in integrity with those spiritual insights and beliefs and knowledge. And it's a higher knowledge, a higher understanding, a higher wisdom of who you are in that love, in that union with the divine, and the power that you hold within you to overcome whatever obstacles come your way. It's like this person's fire has been lit. And it's, you may not even be aware, but I really feel admiration here. I feel definitely a deep gratitude. Like I was saying, like, I feel like this is what I was feeling at my door. So, because I was feeling it so strongly, I feel that it is coming in. It's obviously coming in quick. It may be a little closer than what you think. And it's really, I don't feel like it's just affecting you. I feel like it may be even affecting that distant witness, right? The one that Spirit says you will meet your silent helper. It is an honor to meet you. So let's see what form some of this is taking. We have Motherload, prosperity, jackpot, success, good fortune, having plenty, money maker, sudden wealth, the real deal, on easy street, accomplish, advantage, fortune, prime source. That's like winning the jackpot. That's the mother load. Whatever it is definitely bringing in that financial security. You have cleared that block to your financial manifestations, to your financial security. This is generational wealth. This is not something that is here today and gone tomorrow. This is bringing in life-changing wealth. And look at the bottom of the deck. Yes. The answer is yes. The situation or event is right on track at this time. That's the truth. And eclipse under that. So it may come in around the eclipses. The eclipse energy is very strong. It may, and these were both number one cards. And this is a 1 year also. These are new beginnings. Wow. This is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see where else this takes us. I'm not going to take all of those. We'll just take one card at a time. If there's anything else that Spirit wants to bring forward. This is amazing. This, I have a tear now. Let me see if I can channel this real quick. I'll pause the video for a second so I don't take up too much of your time. Okay, what I'm getting Oh, wow. I can't even believe the card at the bottom of the deck right now. But I'll show it to you here in just a second. I really feel like it's even a miracle. Now, it may have been that it was a miracle that you survived or that you overcame or made it through or that you were able to conquer that which was holding you back to the point that you really did not want to participate, right? And sorry, I'm getting this. Whew, there's a lot of emotions here. This was a deeply painful time, a deeply painful time. And it took a very strong faith. It took a lot of determination. There is a lot of determination to go from a place of sorrow such as this to a place of just complete transformation. It's almost unbelievable, which makes me feel like this is just miraculous. I don't want to stay attached to that energy too much because it is deep. It really was deep. You had to believe in the impossible, not not just believe in it. You had to know when nobody else thought it was possible. You know, we talk about miracles, but miracles come about when there is no other person, no other man or woman on this earth that can do anything to bring you out of that state, right? That's why it's a miracle. It's from God, it's from source, it's from a higher power. And it's only by that higher power that something like this could happen. And at the bottom of the deck, yeah. Oh, excuse me. At the bottom of the deck is the fairy tale card. You have accomplished what no other could accomplish in that energy, what many thought was impossible. It says fairy tale, believe the impossible, daydreams, romantic endings, universal archetypes, hopeful, magic, unicorns and rainbows, aspire, happily ever after, fanciful, and stories we tell. You have an incredible story to tell. And that might be part of what you're manifesting over here. If it's not yet, people are really going to want to know how you came from here to here and with such speed and with such determination. This is rags to riches energy. Absolutely. You believed in you when no one else would. And we have baby here. This is cardinal new beginnings, rapid growth, fresh start, unlimited potential, innocent, continuing the legacy, needy warmth, purity, new phase, birth of a child, and vulnerable. You went beyond those feelings of vulnerability. You did not allow those to stop you at all, at all. I'm even curious what happened. What what lit that spark? Because this is so quick from such a place of possibly betrayal, deep betrayals, loss of loved ones. This really set, I don't want to say it set you back. It may have felt like it set you back at times, but you did not allow it to. You found your opportunity. You stepped into that place of power, and you have now declared, right, what is. You found the power within you to declare what is. And boy, is it coming through. And it may have been your intuition. It may have been those moments of silence, of communicating with spirit that help bring in this clarity. You may have had a premonition or like a intuitive hit, a sixth sense. This is future planning. This is past, present, and future. It is that inner knowing where you know that you know that you know that you know, and there is nothing on this earth that can convince you any other way. You knew your day, your and this, the miracle, the fairy tale, the believing the impossible. This was what got you through. This is what got you through that deep, dark period of time when no one else believed. You believed to a point that you knew that you were coming forth and birthing something pure, that you found the innocence within you. Wow. I mean, I guess spirit could probably go on and on. Yeah, diamond, creative force, faithfulness, value, perfection, brilliance, commitment, light, purity, esteem, unconquerable force, multi-dimensional, multifaceted, invincible, spiritual power. You have tapped into that source within you that is infinite, that is invincible. Wow. I get very powerful leadership skills here. Very powerful skill. I mean, wow. Whatever it is that you're bringing forward, it is literally transforming everything around you. Your relationships, your finances, possibly your home, where you live. I mean, this is celebration. This yes card, she is in a golden field, right? And she's got her arms up. She is embracing the truth. She is embracing the sun. She is standing in that moment of pure clarity, and she is accepting all the changes. Each one of these wands can be a spark that changes. It's a truth that brings change. It's a divine truth. Wow. 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 I love this energy, but this is what I have for you here today. I am now going to return your energy to you, pure and whole, as I receive my energy back, pure and whole, so that only love remains. Congratulations.